Hi, welcome to part 6 of Blitz Basic Programming for Beginners. This session we're going to look at adding something in to actually kill the player this time, so the aliens in our game will not actually drop bombs on you, as they do in the real Space Invaders game. We already have our bullet type here, so our bomb type is going to be basically the same thing, except they're going to be going the other way. So, let's specify our bomb type. We will use the same graphic for bombs as well, so we don't have to make a new image or anything like that, so it's nice and simple. So field X, field Y, and type. Now to have the aliens drop bombs, what we're going to do is if we go down to where we update our aliens, so update android aliens, when it gets to the alien, all we're going to say, we're going to use something called a random command here. So we're going to say if rand, what rand will do is it will generate any number, a random number, between 0 or 1 and up to the number you specify. So I'm going to say if round 50, which means any number between 1 and 50, equals, say, 25, then we're going to drop a bomb. So we're going to say B, or bombs, bomb, because we've already used B for bullets. So I'm going to say bombs, bomb equals new bomb. I'm going to say bombs X equals AX, bombs Y equals AY, and that's it. So we generate our bomb. Let's go comment this quickly. Generate bombs. Now we'll have a bit to update our bombs, so update and draw bombs. Put that as a comment. So we're going to say for bombs, bomb equals each bomb. We're going to have a next at the end of our for loop, and we're going to say bombs Y equals bombs Y plus 4. That's the speed the bomb's going to drop at. Draw image bullet, because we're going to use the bullet image. That's bombs X and bombs Y. And then we're going to say if bombs Y is greater, because it's going down the screen, so the value of Y is increasing, is greater than, now the screen is 480 high, so if we say 500, so if it's 20 pixels off the screen, then delete bombs. So there we go, we're updating our bombs. If we just try running this now, you'll see the aliens are now dropping bombs, dropping them at a hell of a high rate. So to decrease that, to make it more realistic and playable, because that would be almost impossible to play at the moment, we would just increase this random number. So if we increase that to 500, then run it, they should drop bombs 10 times less than what they do at the moment. So you'll see there that not very often bombs are dropped. And that's kind of how we want it. That's how you want it for kind of a low level Space Invaders type game. Obviously if I delete the alien, less bombs are going to be dropped on me because there's less aliens left. Now we're going to use the same code for the bullets colliding with the aliens to see if the bombs collide with the player. So actually just going to use this section here, we're going to cut that, paste it into here. Oops. Paste it into here. So we can say if image collides, image bullet, so it's a bullet image but it's going to be the bomb's coordinate. So bombs X, bombs Y, with image of the ship, which is just a X, so X and Y, then we're going to say we're going to basically delete your lives by 1. So we're going to say lives equals lives minus 1, so we'll have to bring in a lives variable in a minute. And we're also going to delete bombs. And obviously we're going to exit the loop as well, because there's no point checking. Oh no, we're not going to exit the loop actually, because we obviously still want to update the other bombs. So that's that. What you'll see here is we've actually got a potential bug here, because if we delete that bomb, it's still going to try and check whether the bomb's gone off the bottom of the screen. We don't want it to check both of these, so what we can do is we can use something called an else if. So if I bring this second if up here, make it an else if, what that means is if the bomb doesn't collide with the player, then it will check the next statement, which is whether the bomb's gone off the bottom of the screen. So I have multiple if statements there. So if the image collides with the ship, reduce the player's lives by 1, delete the bomb. Else, if the bomb goes off the bottom of the screen, then just delete the bomb. And that's it. So if we run that, and if I try and get hit by a bomb, you'll see the bomb disappears and doesn't go through me as it was doing before. Now if I display my lives on the screen, if I first specify a lives variable at the start of the game, so we'll do that where we're specifying where you start the actual player, so set lives, I'm going to say lives equals 3 just to be typical games, and I want to display the lives on the screen. So before I flip the screen onto the main monitor, I'm going to draw the lives onto the screen, and I can do that using a text command which tells it to write some text onto the actual screen at a certain coordinate. So I'm just going to draw it at 50x, because it's text, x, y, and then what the text is. So my x coordinate is going to be 50, my y coordinate is going to be 420, so it's near the bottom of the screen, and it's going to be what the lives is. But I want it to actually say lives as well, so I put lives, speech marks, plus the lives variable. Put space there as well, just so I know what it is I'm talking about. And when you see this running, this will make a lot more sense. So you can see there now I'm specifying how many lives I've got. When I get hit by a bullet, that goes down by 1. And obviously because we've not specified an end of game, it can actually go down to minus figures. What we'll be doing in the next session is we'll be having a score variable added to the game. So when you actually shoot an alien, your score will go up, and we'll also be having a game over screen as well for when our lives hit 0. Okay, I'll see you in the next session when we'll have a much more complete Space Invaders game.